Strap on your tinfoil hat, because we got a bunch of different former conspiracy theories that are just happening right now. This is a story I've wanted to get to for a while. It's been one of those weekend topics, but lately there's been a bunch of little important pop-up stories, and it just kind of got put on the back burner because I didn't think it would kind of happen that quickly. But hey, here we go. China braces. This is a story from October 10th. October 11th, it was updated. But I seen it back then, and it was like, okay, we'll see where this one goes. But China braces for possible large-scale COVID-19 outbreak. Leaked CCP documents claim. Oh, okay, so is that a threat or a promise or just prognostication? Like, should we get to the bottom of this? The Chinese regime has notified local authorities to prepare for a large-scale outbreak of COVID-19, according to leaked internal documents obtained by the Chinese version of Epoch Times. One document titled Notice of Further Strengthening of Epidemic Prevention. That sounds like something that could come from the desk of Justin Trudeau. Was issued by the Chinese regime's State Council and forwarded by Fujian provincial government to local authorities on September 30th. The other is a National Day Epidemic Prevention Notice. Interesting. Like, are you just anticipating doing something on a national day? Issued by the State Council on October 1st and distributed by the Fujian provincial officials to local authorities. Both documents were marked as extra urgent. Okay. Both notices request enhanced preparations for an emergency response to the outbreak, with the Chinese Communist Party putting forward at least two standards for local authorities. One is to build central isolation sites. Interesting, with local authorities required by the end of October to create facilities of no less than 20 rooms per 10,000 people. The scale of each isolation site must be more than 100 rooms. Create this by the end of October. What are we looking at? The 27th here today? Okay, very interesting. According to public data, the population of the Fujian province in 2020 was 41.54 million. As of September 19th, the province has set up 35,691 quarantine rooms in 296 central sites. So they've well surpassed what was originally requested. I wonder why. Based on the standard set in the notice, Fujian province will need to build at least 83,000 quarantine rooms by the end of October, which is about 47,000 rooms in less than a month. Yeah, I'm sure that they just won't be fucking shacks where I'll just start storing coffin Chinamen in. And would you look at that? Fresh off the presses today. Okay, new wave of COVID-19 outbreaks hit several regions in China. Wow, it's almost like it's right on time. A new wave of China virus cases erupted in China. No shit. Triggering mass nucleic acid tests, lockdowns, and fears, I guess. Not when you tell us this is going to happen beforehand. The new outbreak hit Beijing, Shanghai, 11 provinces, and 3 ethnic minority regions within 1 week. Oh, you don't say. I thought the CCP really did take care of ethnic minorities. Not in that way. Data shows the recent outbreak started on October 17th. Huh. Interesting. Transmitting mainly along travel routes in Inner Mongolia. Those goddamn Mongols, they just won't quit it. But with the source unidentified, sorry. China's National Health Commission reported 39 new confirmed cases on October 24th. That's what constitutes an outbreak? Alright. It said the new round involved multiple sites growing rapidly with the increased risk of proliferation. State media reported. Aha. Yeah, but the great leader probably, according to state media, will have wished it all away and everybody will summarily oblige. However, actual data needs further verification. Fucking likely you're going to get your hands on that. Affected provinces include, Hebei, Shanghai, Guangdong, Yan'an, Guangzhou, Hubei, Hunan, Qinghai, Shanxi, Gansu, and Heilongjiang, 3 ethnic minority regions of Inner Mongolia. It's not a flower. Zhongji and Ningji. Isn't that the name of a Black Nation kid? As of 9 a.m., October 24th, China highlighted 2 high-risk areas, including Oh my god, Dalihob town in Elgin Banner. Stop with these fucking names. Inner Mongolia and Hongfuyan community in Beijing. Moreover, it designated 16 areas of medium risk level, including 5 in Gansu, 6 in Inner Mongolia, 3 in Ningxi, and 2 in Guizhou. Yep, right on fucking time. Imagine that. Let's go to the next one, because we got 3 of them here, okay? So Moderna chairman says COVID-19 boosters could be yearly. Wow. Okay, I thought 2 jabs got you fully vaccinated. Yeah, well, they're going to be shifting the terminology when it comes to fully vaccinated. Who saw that coming? The chairman and co-founder of drug maker Moderna. That's awesome. He's a doctor. Actually, he just employs a bunch, right? Nubar, Afian, whatever, crook. Said Tuesday that yearly COVID-19 vaccine boosters may be required in the future. May be required, huh? All right. In an interview with Fox News' Morning with Maria, Afian said that if the China virus becomes endemic, it'll never become endemic because there's too much fucking money involved. Having a constant presence in the world in certain areas or populations, a regular booster shot may be required. No, it should just be offered. Oh, but certain places are starting to mandate the flu vaccine, like the seasonal flu vaccine. The University of Colorado, I do believe, gave these motherfuckers way too much power. So I'm going to start hitting back because this is why we're going through all this stuff, because I don't just rattle that magic 8-ball and then just, whatever pops up. It's like there's patterns here. It's very easily recognizable. And these people are evil enough and power hungry enough and greedy enough to implement the worst aspect or the worst case scenario. We just don't know how this virus is going to travel from being a pandemic all the way to be potentially an endemic virus we have to get used to living with. I don't know, how about you just let everybody take care of themselves and you just fucking go from there? You'll never allow yourselves to do that. If that's where it ends up, it may well need to be an annual booster. Or it could be. You could just offer it that way. But don't worry about the whole yearly thing. Nah, that seems like way too long of a time frame. How about, stop me if you've heard this headline before. Certain immunocompromised Americans can get 4th COVID vaccine doses, according to the CDC. Wow. It wasn't even that long ago when it was certain immunocompromised Americans can get 3rd COVID-19 booster. Imagine that. Some Americans can get 4 COVID-19 vaccine doses within less than a year. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention said this week, U.S. drug regulators and the CDC recently cleared booster doses for all 3 COVID-19 vaccine authorized for use in the country. Yeah, did you really think it was going to stop at that 3rd dose? Why would they go through all that trouble just to stop there? 4th dose would be for people who are either moderately or severely immunocompromised. That's how it always starts. Or people with weakened immune systems. Yeah, just keep fucking pumping that shit into your veins because you're immunocompromised. And that would be a bad thing, the CDC said in an updated clinical guidance. They're more like guidelines, really. The population is allowed to get a 3rd dose of Pfizer or Moderna vaccine at least 28 days after. Could you imagine being one of those cucks who would just line up 28 days later and then just, oh my god, I need another one because I need that extra 12 days of fucking coverage. Hopefully the 4th booster just comes out of a little cylindrical device. It's no longer a jab and you just suck on it until you get adequate amounts just shot into the back of your throat. But don't worry about downloading the government's proprietary vaccine passport anymore. I think I threw that out as a remark not that long ago and said that, you know what, hey, I'd be using the technology for as long as they would allow it. And eventually one day they'll just get around to start making vaccinations necessary in order to access your online presence. Well, looks like that door's been cracked open now, doesn't it? Apple Wallet now allows certain segments of the population, allows users to add COVID-19 vaccine card. Apple now allows users to add their COVID-19 vaccine card to their wallet to easily access their proof of inoculation. To easily access, God, I love to just meander over to one of these leftist websites every once in a while to just see the different rhetoric that they like to use. They don't want to call it a vaccine passport. Or proof of the jab? No, it's a proof of inoculation. Well, doesn't that kind of presuppose a lot of things? A new update came after Apple announced last month that it would soon roll out an iOS update. They always do that. To allow users to download and store verifiable health records to the Wallet app, including COVID-19 vaccination records. But don't worry right now. It's just you're allowed to do it. Once vaccine cards are added to the Wallet app, they can be viewed and presented at any time, according to the statement from Apple. The front of the card features the user's name and type of vaccine they have received. Oh, are you Team Moderna? I'm Team Pfizer. Ha ha ha. Suck starter shotgun. The dates and the doses were administered, and I guess it's easier than just having the printout one where every single time that you show up to get your booster, you got to keep writing down all of those pesky details. Full details of the card, however, are not accessible until the device is unlocked through Face ID, Touch ID, or passcode. Sure, even though Apple has handed over the backdoor keys to China. Don't worry about it. Additionally, vaccine cards cannot be shared with other iPhones. Oh, good. iPod Touch or Apple Watch users, according to the company. Okay, cool. Vaccine cards can be uploaded to the app through a QR code from the, I don't even know, vaccination or test provider, through a downloadable file with verified health records from the provider. Yeah, it's safe and secure, all of this stuff, definitely. Or from an existing verifiable vaccination record in the health app, according to the company. Yep. Just upload it to your phone. And then if you're not vaccinated and you're not quite up to stuff, well, hey, guess what? You start to get locked out of all the stuff that you have on that Apple ID. Huh? Think I'm crazy? Remember when 2 jabs would fully vaccinate you? Remember when the virus also came from a fucking wet market in the middle of Wuhan? Just so happened that that virology lab was a couple of blocks away. All this shit is so fucking retarded. Speaking of retarded, we got Alec Baldwin up next. With that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.